Greetings, food enthusiasts and curious minds. Welcome to our channel where we delve into the fascinating world of food and its history. Today we're taking a step back, way back. We're journeying into the past to uncover the surprising origins of some of your favorite foods. Spoiler alert, they looked completely different. Imagine biting into a carrot that isn't orange or a watermelon without its iconic stripes. Yes, you heard right. It's a wild culinary ride we're embarking on, and it might leave your taste buds feeling a little nostalgic. Or perhaps relieved they live in the present. From the humble beginnings of corn to the unexpected journey of tomatoes, we're set to explore how these everyday food items have transformed over the centuries. So if you've ever wondered why your veggies look the way they do, you're in for a treat. So buckle up and get ready for a culinary time machine ride. Let's start our journey with a vegetable that might surprise you, the humble carrot. Now, when you think of a carrot, you probably picture a bright orange root, right? Well, hold on to your peeler because the carrots of yore were anything but orange. The ancient carrots, our vegetable ancestors if you will, would have looked quite different to us. They weren't the vibrant orange we're used to, but rather, they boasted shades of purple or even white. Yes, you heard that right. Purple and white were the new orange back in the day. So what happened? How did our purple and white carrots turn into the orange roots we know and love? Well, it all comes down to a bit of good old-fashioned plant mutation and some selective breeding by Dutch growers. You see, a random mutation in the carrot's genetic code caused some to turn from purple or white to yellow. Now this could have been where our story ends, with yellow carrots gracing our dinner tables. But the Dutch growers had other plans. These growers, who were fans of the House of Orange, the Dutch royal family, decided to selectively breed these yellow mutants to create an even brighter orange carrot. This was not only a nod to the royal family, but the orange carrots were also sweeter and less woody than their purple and white counterparts. The orange carrot quickly gained popularity, and before long it was the standard. The purple and white varieties were left in the dust, becoming novelties rather than staples. So, the next time you're munching on a carrot, take a moment to appreciate its vibrant hue. It's not just a root vegetable, it's the result of a genetic twist of fate and some very dedicated Dutch growers. And remember, just as with people, it's what's on the inside that counts. In the case of carrots, that means a sweet, crunchy bite, no matter what color it sports on the outside. Never judge a carrot by its color, it seems. Now imagine a watermelon that's hardly red and barely sweet. Sounds unappetizing, right? Well, believe it or not, that's what watermelons used to be like. Picture a small, oval fruit, not much larger than a grapefruit, its skin, a dull green, and the inside, instead of the vibrant crimson we're used to, was pale, almost white. And the taste? It was bitter, far from the sweet, refreshing flavor we associate with watermelons today. These ancient watermelons were not exactly the highlight of a summer picnic. Originating from Africa, they were first cultivated not for their taste but for their water content. In arid regions where water was scarce, these watermelons served as a vital source of hydration. But then, something remarkable happened. Over centuries, humans began to selectively breed watermelons. They chose the sweetest, juiciest ones to plant for the next season. Over time, these tiny, bitter fruits began to change. They became bigger, sweeter, juicier, and their flesh turned from pale to pink, and eventually, to the deep red we know today. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It took hundreds of years, countless generations of farmers, and a whole lot of patience. But the result? The delicious, thirst-quenching watermelons we all enjoy on hot summer days. And let's not forget about the seeds. The original watermelons were packed with seeds, but today, we even have seedless varieties. It's another testament to human ingenuity and the power of selective breeding. So the next time you're spitting out watermelon seeds at a picnic, or enjoying a slice of this sweet, juicy fruit, take a moment to appreciate its journey. It's a journey that spans centuries and continents. A journey that transformed a small, bitter fruit into a beloved symbol of summer. Next time you bite into a juicy watermelon, think about how far it has come. Ever thought of corn as a grass? Well, it's time to rethink. Now it might sound absurd, but corn, or maize as it's scientifically known, originated from a wild grass called teosinte. Yes, the same corn that we love popping, grilling, and munching on, was once a humble grass, growing in the wilds of Central America around 9,000 years ago. Teosinte, the ancestor of our beloved corn, looked drastically different from what we have on our plates today. This wild grass had small, hard grains, not much bigger than a single kernel of modern corn. These grains were encased in hard shells, making them a tough snack for our ancient ancestors. But humans, being the innovative species we are, didn't just settle for these hard, tiny grains. We began a long process of selective breeding, choosing the plants with the most desirable traits to breed for the next generation. In the case of corn, this meant selecting for larger, softer, and more nutritious kernels. This careful selection process was carried out generation after generation, century after century, and slowly but surely, the tiny hard grains of teosinte began to transform. They grew larger, softer, and more nutritious. The hard shell disappeared, revealing the juicy kernels we know and love. And it wasn't just the size and texture that changed. The taste of corn evolved too, becoming sweeter and more complex. This is the result of additional selective breeding for desirable flavor traits. So the next time you bite into a juicy cob of corn, remember that you're tasting thousands of years of human ingenuity and perseverance. Today, corn is one of the most widely grown crops in the world, with countless varieties and uses. It's a testament to our ability to shape the natural world to our tastes and needs. And that, my friends, is the story of corn. From a humble grass to a global food staple, corn truly has a fascinating history. So remember, even the corniest foods have a fascinating history. Scene script. Can you imagine Italian cuisine without tomatoes? Well, once upon a time, that was the reality. Let's embark on a journey that starts in the wild Andean regions of South America. Here in these rugged landscapes, our protagonist, the humble tomato, began its story. But don't picture the plump, vibrant red fruit we're familiar with today. Oh no, the original wild tomato was a far cry from its modern descendant. It was small, about the size of a cherry, and not red but a deep dark purple. You see, tomatoes have come a long way, and they certainly didn't start at the top. From the Andean valleys, these tiny purple fruits embarked on a journey that would take them across an ocean. Taken to Europe by Spanish explorers in the 16th century, tomatoes initially found themselves met with suspicion and even fear. Their similarity to the deadly nightshade plant led many to believe they were poisonous. But thank goodness, tomatoes eventually won over the hearts and stomachs of Europeans. Over time, through careful cultivation and selective breeding, these small, dark fruits transformed. They grew in size and changed colors, becoming the vibrant, juicy red tomatoes we know and love today. What a glow-up, right? In particular, the Italians embraced this new fruit with open arms and open mouths, incorporating it into their culinary traditions. Imagine a world without tomato sauce on your pizza, or spaghetti without its rich, tangy marinara. It's hard to fathom, isn't it? Interestingly, the tomato's journey doesn't stop there. This versatile fruit has since traveled all over the globe, becoming a staple in cuisines from America to Asia. It's a testament to the tomato's adaptability, and of course its deliciousness. So, when you next bite into a ripe, juicy tomato, remember its humble beginnings and the incredible journey it's undertaken. So, tomatoes might not have been the star of the show in pastas and pizzas back then, but they sure are now, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Who knew that the foods we know and love had such intriguing pasts, right? We've trotted through time, unearthing the fascinating transformations of carrots, watermelons, corn, and tomatoes. Just imagine, if these foods never evolved, we might be crunching on purple carrots, wrestling with hard, tasteless watermelons, gnawing on tiny, rocky kernels of corn, and dodging tomato bullets at the dinner table. It's a funny thought, isn't it? But it's also a testament to the incredible journey of our food, shaped by nature, time, and human hands. It's a reminder that the things we take for granted have stories worth exploring. Stories that make our meals not just more interesting but more meaningful too. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this culinary journey through time, share it with your food-loving friends, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more tasty tidbits from the world of food. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.